We got some elf mail, everyone, and I'm excited because it's scent elf mail, particularly fragrance elf mail, and ooh, it's some scents I've been wanting to try, and I got some thoughts about it, and I'm gonna share them today. Let's get on into it, y'all. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Now, Santa Maria here. Yes, we have elf mail. Thank you to Elf Camille, who has decided to be so generous and send me some more fragrance samples over. Elf Camille has sent me over samples before in the past, and I really do appreciate that because I play in them. They also help to better inform my decisions, as well as also I can share with you all my thoughts on them, because I know you all asked me about a lot of fragrances, and now I have more things to say about these fragrances y'all been asking about. And I'm pretty sure at least two of these for sure I know y'all gonna also have some thoughts on, because I know I had some thoughts on I was curious about. But alas, before I get into these fragrances, lipstick of the day today, everyone, because we do that in every video. Lipstick of the day today, y'all, this is from MAC, and this is Soar, because I'm feeling kind of mauve-y purple, kind of gloomy, been a little cold, you know. So I'm just kind of matching the mood with the makeup as always. But MAC Soar is your lipstick of the day. Details on the entire look will be in the description box below, so you don't have to ask questions about it as always. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and this one I'm very excited about because this is a first all the way around. This is my first time having a Roja Parfums fragrance in my collection, and me even mentioning them for real on my channel. And this is the newest edition that they came out with. This is Roja Elysium Parfum. This is their newest release. This fragrance was kindly sent over to me from Twisted Lily, which you all know I do have a code with Twisted Lily. More importantly, I talk about them for niche fragrances and because they have a big selection of samples. So that's why I highly recommend checking out Twisted Lily for that reason. But again, let's get into Roja Elysium Parfum. Let's just take a moment for the bottle. Super pretty. This is my first time wearing the fragrance, so maiden voyage. That's why I said it's a lot of first happening with this one. Let me tell you about the notes because this is new. So we have y'all main notes of bergamot, mandarin, and blackberry, and peach. Then we have heart notes of geranium, peony, freesia. We have some clement, lily of the valley, ylang ylang, jasmine, magnolia, and violet. And then we have base notes of rose, cedarwood, sandalwood, vanilla, and musk. So they have a lot going on in this one. And for me, I get peach more than anything, peach and then florals, but it's like the florals go kind of soapy. So it's more so a peachy, soapy floral scent is what I'm getting. There's also a little bit of familiarity with this. Again, this is a first impression because this is my maiden voyage wearing this scent. I will be spending more time with Elysium Parfum before I do its dedicated review, but I always like to give you all my initial impressions. I know you all might be more curious about the new releases thoughts, you know, sooner rather than later, so I always like to give y'all some. But that's what I'm getting right now from Elysium Parfum. This is a yes, I'm enjoying it, and it already has gotten compliments when I wore it out and about today, so that is a win. And this, again, fragrance of the day is Elysium Parfum from Roja Parfums. And now let's get into the Elf Camille, these scents that came in this lovely box. So Elf Camille is so sweet. She sent me this beautiful bag of decants that are nicely wrapped and labeled. We had no issues, no spillage. We appreciate it. We have 4 fragrances. I have actually worn all of these on skin and tested them out in paper. Some of them I had smelled before, but it's always nice to have a sample so you can really test something out, right? So we have Chanel Chance Au Tendre or Au Tendre, the EDP version. We have Tiziana Terenzi Spiritino Florentino. We have Byredo Sundays in here. And then we also have Killian's Apple Brandy on the Rocks. So those are the 4 fragrances we are about to talk about. And let's see. Let's start with the Chanel. So first up, we have Chanel Chance Au Tendre, and I will have the pictures up of the full-size bottles throughout the video so you know what I'm talking about as we go along. So I'm glad I took my time looking up the Chanel Chance Au Tendre because there's an original EDT and there's also the EDP, and the notes are different. Let's talk about this again. This is the EDP version, which is newer, I found out. So with Chanel, the EDP version, it has top notes of quince and grapefruit, and we have middle notes of rose and jasmine, and we have base notes are white musk. One thing about this fragrance, this scent is always on pictures, Instagram pictures, vanities of all the pretty girls, the girly girls, and I gotta admit, I see why. This is signature scent worthy to me. I see why it's been around for a minute, especially like the original one. Then of course they made the EDP later. That tends to be the trend with Chanel from what I have observed. I see why the girls like this one. It's a fruity floral scent, non-offensive. I can see people of all ages, particularly ladies of all ages wearing this. So I can see someone in their 20s wearing this and love it. I can also see someone wearing this in their 70s and they still equally love it as much. Spring and summer for sure. This is one that smells like quintessential feminine perfume to me. So for that reason, I like it. I don't love it because it just smells like a general, in my opinion, kind of mashup of everything that's a classically feminine perfume. But I get why it has a following. I do get it, but we'll see. Not quite sure if I need a full bottle of it yet. I've never owned a tendre or tender version. I've been an all fresh girl. Y'all know this. I'm team Chanel Chance all fresh all day. So that's why I said this one's more a little bit more mass appealing. I'm not in love with it, but I do like it. I'm gonna say that. But I'm still on the fence about a full size bottle. But hey, that's why we have a decant, and more than likely this decant will be enough for me. And that is my thoughts again on the Chanel Chance Tendre, the EDP version. Okay, now this next fragrance, this one had a lot of hype in the YouTube fragrance community for a minute. This had a year run for sure. This is from Tiziana Terenzi, you all, and this is the Spiritino Florentino fragrance. Let me tell you something, it's been multiple times I have almost blind bought this fragrance, for real. But each time I would be about to pull the trigger and blind buy this scent, I would get nervous because from my understanding, there's a lot of leather in here, and I noticed more men like this fragrance, so that always gives me more pause. So I'm like, wait a minute, let me just wait and spray it when I go on a trip, when I go to a Tiziana Terenzi counter, or when I get a sample of it. But luckily I received again this sample, right? So the reason this scent blew up is because it's one of the first fragrances I remember being compared to, of course, the one that everybody wants to compare everything to, Baccarat Rouge 540, right? However, everybody was saying it was more masculine, more beefed up, more beastly. That's how everybody kept describing it. So I'm like, okay, let me just see. Maybe I want it for, you know, cold weather, let's see. But notes for Spiritino Florentino, y'all, we have top notes are saffron, orange, we have jasmine and lily. Middle notes are ambergris, ylang ylang, magnolia, lily of the valley. We got base notes, y'all, of leather, birch, woods, musk, oak, moss, and sandalwood. One thing about Tiziana Terenzi, it's gonna be a lot of notes. That's what they do. And let me tell y'all something. I am glad I did not blind buy this, because let me tell you something. This is a leather bomb. This smells like the inside of a new leather purse to me. And then over time, eventually once it dried down, say 30 minutes to an hour later, then I got more of the saffron and the other sweeter notes, but this is a leather bomb. Leather bomb. I'm so glad I did not blind buy this, because y'all, even this decant is enough to last me for eternity. It's strong, so now that part was true with the hype. It is definitely stronger. It is beefed up, it's bossy, it is more masculine. Let me say that too. It is absolutely more masculine than, of course, Baccarat Rouge that a lot of people have compared it to. I'm gonna stick with Baccarat. Yeah. Ooh. This is a little too strong for me, and again, it's more masculine. So I think this would be great on a man, but on a woman, you smell a little too leathery for me. I was not feeling this. I want to wash it off. So again, I'm glad I sampled Tiziana Terenzi Spiritino Florentino first. So this is why I love decants, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, Elf Camille, again for this one, because that would have been an expensive blind buy, and I'd been really upset. And that again is Tiziana Terenzi Spiritino Florentino. Next up, this is from Killian. Now I've actually smelled this one before, and this is the Apple Brandy on the Rocks decant. I've smelled it in store before. It was on counter in my Sephora when it came out, and I was like, it was okay. I didn't hate it, but of course I was like shopping for other things at the time. I didn't really like spray it all over and really wear it and all that. So now I can do that. Yay, samples again. So let's talk about the notes of Apple Brandy on the Rocks from Kilian. Yes, that's a brand. It has top notes of cardamom, we have bergamot, then we have apple rum, brandy, pineapple, vanilla, moss, and we have ambroxan and cedar. This is one, it's in the same family, by the way, as Angel Share that we all know and love. So same type of bottle. That look, for me, the pineapple and the moss dominate this scent to me. And I'm not getting no apple. That's the thing. And in my opinion, this scent is unisex, but leaning more masculine to me, in my opinion. This one kind of had me questioning myself. Like, I don't know, do I smell masculine today? This one, I'm glad I sampled this, because I'm not feeling it. Like, it's giving more man to me. It's giving more man. It's fruity, it's juicy. I like this, but this is another one I think I would like better on my husband than I would on me. That's just kind of where I'm at with this. So once again, I'm glad I sampled it, because I almost blind bought this one too. Well, no, it wouldn't have been a blind buy. I smelled it, so it wouldn't have been a blind buy, but it needed a real test. That's what we're going to say. So again, this is Killian's Apple Brandy on the Rocks. I'm gonna have to say no, because it's giving a little bit more man than I would like. Okay. So now, y'all, we got one last fragrance to talk about. Now, this is a Byredo scent that was not on my radar. I have heard of it, but I was never checking for it. So when I think of Byredo, for me, I think of Mojave Ghost, which I do own. I think of Bald Afrique, which I'm thinking about getting. I do have a sample of that one too. I think about Blanche, which I really like that one. It smells like clean laundry to me. I like that one. So I smelled a lot of Byredos, go by the counters regularly. I smelled a lot of other ones too, but those are the main three that come top of mind. But Sundays has has never been a priority. So that's why I was like, okay, cool. She threw it in the bag. Let me smell it. Let me see what Sundays is giving. So Sundays, again, is from Byredo. It has top notes are mandarin orange, and then we have lemon. We have middle notes of neroli and jasmine sambac, and then we have base notes of cotton candy and white musk. So reading the notes after the fact, I'm like, interesting, whatnot. This is one I actually just sprayed and just caught my entire life with. Let me tell you that right now. This was a love at first sniff. For me, I love the lemon. It's like lemon, but with fluffy candy around it. And then when I read the notes and I saw there's a cotton candy note, I'm like, that makes sense. And I love a good lemon note. I see why this has come up in summer list. I do. This is a love. This smells like sunshine and happiness. And I'm so feeling it. Y'all, this is giving me summer. I think this is gonna be the summer girl. I think this is gonna be that one. And I gotta admit too, it's in kind of sort of similar, same profile. I gotta be fair, not complete. I'm not saying they're dupes or not, but it reminds me kind of sort of Parfums de Marly Oriana right here. It's in that family, but they're still very different. They don't smell the same, but they're in the family. That's the best way to put this. This is more creamier in my opinion, but the Sundays is giving me more lemon with cotton candy. And then dry down with the musk. It makes me so happy. Like the name, yes, Sundays, y'all. I am feeling Sundays. And hands down, let me tell you right now, this is the one I need a bottle ASAP of. I need Sundays because this is just giving me all the life. I'm gonna need her for summer. I'm gonna need her for summer. So, okay, if y'all see this in next month haul, y'all know why. You heard it here first because I was not checking for Sundays. I did not know it was as good. Ayos, why y'all didn't tell me? Like, what? Sundays? I'm really enjoying it. It's that lemon and that cotton candy. Oh, and the musk, y'all. I love this. I love this. And it's very rare I feel this strongly about a scent, but I love this. Especially a scent like this at first sniff, and one I was not checking for. But this is why we sample, y'all. This is why we sample because, like I said, we start out with our mind focused on one thing, and then we end up smelling something we weren't even checking for, and that be the one that blows our mind. And in this case, Sundays is the star in this collection. So very happy with that one. I need a bottle of that yesterday. So all right, everyone, that wraps up this Elf Male Edition fragrance sampling. So again, thank you again to Elf Camille for sending these over to me, and I will be playing in these decants. Okay, I'm gonna run through Sundays. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna run through that. I'm gonna run through it. I just feel it. Especially this weekend, I'm about to run through that some more because that is like, yes. And in fact, I think that's the one that has the biggest dent in it already. It already has a nice dent in it compared to my other ones. But okay, y'all, I'm loving this. Let me know what you think. Have you smelled any of these fragrances before? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.